Hello and welcome, welcome and hello, and thank you for joining me on a very special morning edition of Un Poco Mas, the show where we give you just a little bit more. Now, I couldn't get a bunch of cackling women in pantsuits a la The View to come in and talk to you this morning, so it's just me, it's Dandy Deals, it's Un Poco Mas, just talking at you in a whisper. Um, Guys, let's talk SoFi stock ticker symbol SOFI. We have one brave soul watching. It's M. Russo. We now have Tobias Sup. Tobias Sup, indeed, my friend. If anything sums up the mood this morning, I believe it would be Sup. And always great insights by Tobias. Thank you for joining me this morning. Hello and welcome. Welcome and hello. Trying to be quiet as people are sleeping. Dogs, people, neighbors, many people. Saint Nick, Ross, hello. We have a morning sleepless rant. Yes, I did not get any sleep. I have not had enough coffee. Things are looking very bleak this morning, guys. Let me share my screen. You do not need to see a close up of me before coffee and a shower. It is awful. Hello and welcome, welcome and hello. Emilio is here. Everybody's here, guys. We're gonna break down $8. I don't care what's going on right now. I know it spiked, it went down a little bit, but the bottom line, guys, there's too much volume. When the stock was hanging around 630, 640 there, the stock was trading less than 20 million shares a day, which is quite unusual for the SoFi stock. And you see a dramatic flip the last few sessions since the stock's been making this bull run. 7 sessions green so far, which again is pretty much unheard of for the stock over the last couple of years. Markets are kind of being pulled down, look like it was big green in the pre-market, and then things are kind of equalizing again. I think everybody's kind of wondering when is this thing going to run out of steam, because obviously there's competing forces at play. SoFi bears always sort of pretend that everything's happening in a vacuum, but it's not. That's not the way the economy works. That's not the way, things happen. It's like physics. There's always, an equal and opposite reaction. So it's like if it's like the bears, like Bologna, I was watching the 90-minute video. He says, okay, if the stock, if the loan book falls apart and you have all these defaults, they act like that's going to be happening in a vacuum, but it's not, because that would mean, because SoFi's borrowers are very high quality, that would mean the entire economy is falling off a cliff. So what you'd be seeing is rate cuts, back down towards zero, and then you'd see demand for SoFi's loans explode with fair value accounting. The loan originations are very favorable at the beginning, so you'd see actually SoFi take off while some of the older loans were defaulting. So these things don't happen in a vacuum. Things, swing back around. So it's very important to remember. Everybody gets so upset when, basically they say, the shorts are winning, the bears are winning. Like when we have a really good ER, beat on the top line, beat on the bottom line, raise guidance for the full year. Maybe the quarter was a little bit weak last time in terms of guidance, but overall, the trajectory of SoFi is very clear, and it's very frustrating for many as an investor who have sort of a short-term mindset, shorter-term, mid-term time horizon. Why isn't this thing moving? It's been 2 years of consolidation. Been trying to tell you, 2 years is not a long time. Like Microsoft consolidated for 10 years, as did Amazon. It just happens, guys. The market does things in its own time. It might consolidate for a year, it might consolidate for 3 years, but the one thing you can be sure of is that at the end of the day, earnings do matter, and EPS cures everything, and the market will not ignore earnings. And it's easy to play with the growth stock pre-earnings, because you can create a bunch of FUD and say this company's never going to make money, their thesis is never going to get there, management's lying to you. But once they start making money every quarter after quarter, and that just keeps growing, there's just no way people are going to listen to, complete shill, dishonest, imbeciles like the Chia pet. I mean, he's not an imbecile. He's a very smart guy. He's just completely dishonest. He just lowered his Q2 EPS estimate from 1 cent to 0 cents. Same thing the guy with Seaport. After Noto, I mean, this was on the 15th after Noto came out and said, we remain profitable. So Noto's directly telling you it's going to be profitable. And the Chia pet's still willing to come out and, debase himself, humiliate himself once again. I mean, this was the guy who's telling you they're going to have to do a terrible money raise in 2023. This is the guy who based part of his analysis on boilerplate legalese at the end of an ER that, the lawyers write, and every single ER ever produced says, we may have to, if our business doesn't do well, we may have to raise money. He put that in his note. I mean, that's the kind of, tiny weighing shill you're dealing with when people attack the SoFi stock, because the fundamental performance of the company has just been really, really good. But what I mean is, like, these ERs are cumulative. They don't just go away. The outstanding performance and execution of the company doesn't just go away because it's not reflected in the price action of the stock. Whatever you want to call it, the coiled spring, the pent up demand that will be there once these shorts finally have to admit they're wrong and flip this turd. That demand didn't go away. Those ERs didn't go away. That NBA deal that got no respect didn't go away. All these things that would have been major catalysts for other stocks with higher institutional ownership, they don't just vanish. That's going to be reflected in the price of the stock. And you're seeing that now. And people are like, well, is this over? We moved, I guess probably 26, 27% or something like that so far. It's like Rambo said, nothing is over. Nothing is over. They drew first blood. And, if you really look at the chart, there's more consolidation. It's much more orderly than these runs. And, this last run here, if you take a look at this run from November to December, this is 60% run. This right here is 112% run. This here is an 80% run. I like people say this here place. But so to think that, 25, 26 is all it's going to do when you have just this huge cumulative deficit built up. Like, why does the stock sell off on a triple beat 3 quarters of consecutive earnings? I mean, you have a stock like a firm make a big run. A firm actually has a higher market cap than SoFi, and I mean, they lost $1 billion last year on 1.6 in sales. SoFi's making money. It just doesn't make any sense. And you ask why? How could that be? Well, Mr. Market owns like 80% of a firm, and they only own 45% of SoFi, and that's how it be. That's what matters. Mechanics control price action. Ultimately, at the end of the day, fundamentals always win out. That's just the way it is. I don't know what to tell you, turds. But there's too much volume in the stock. That's why, bears are losing. That's why they're going to lose. I don't know. Yahoo's not updating. Yeah, but it's up 6 cents, 7.90. And, volume's not huge. There's been 20 minutes go by and it's, 4.5 million shares traded. But this is what we want, guys. We don't want the algos going insane, trading 150 million shares. We want that green zone. Remember that, kind of iffy Matt Damon movie, Green Zone? Our green zone is like 40 million, I don't know, maybe at the high side 80 million shares, but I'd like to see right where we are 65, 70 million shares traded. Big orders coming in, shorts getting slaughtered. What does Anthony Noto look like? What? What does Anthony Noto look like? He's like, what? Say what again? He's like, does he look like a bitch? He's like, no. He's like, well, then why? You know the bit from Pulp Fiction. I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who seek to poison and destroy my brother. And you will know that my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. No! Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit tired. I definitely need more coffee. Shouldn't be doing a poorly contrived Samuel L. Jackson impression at this hour in the morning. It's just not appropriate. Not appropriate for a family TV show like The View. You can't see it right now, but I am in a pantsuit, and my cankles are quite flattering. Oh, in a pantsuit. Oh, my Lord. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome. I just want to come on, basically tell you, I don't think anything's over. I mean, if we just have a similar run to these runs, I mean, if you just take the low side in 60, we're starting a little bit higher than this one, so At the very minimum, it should end up around 10.50. And I mean, listen, Morningstar has a fair value on this thing of 13 bucks. The analysts who talk to management, go to analyst days, actually study the thing 11, 12 bucks. Jeffries just came out and reiterated a buy today. So, you see these guys that are stuck at 3 and 4 bucks and they have no critical thinking skills and they don't change their target price no matter what happens with the company. Fundamentally, catalyst wise, guidance wise, you just never change. Hey, it's 4 bucks. It's a $4 company. It's less than book value. Can you actually explain that bologna sandwich with your giant five head? You must have a brain in there somewhere. Hello, hello, hello. It's like, well, what I like to do is just get inside the data. I wear checked shirts and I just ramble for 90 minutes. It doesn't really make any sense. I hear that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. It's like the super bear, strong cell Gary, Harry Gary, Knight stuck in the '70s. Like I remember calling cards. I really got burned, so SoFi is not a good investment. I prefer to just take an 18% return that's safe. It's like, yeah, I just make things up. I don't understand technology. It scares me. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello, hello and welcome. 38 people watching. I really don't know why. Maria, what's up, Maria? Not a lurker is just going insane in the comments. I've had way too much coffee. Emilio's here. Ross is here. What's going on, Flint Creek Soap Company? Guys, get on over to Flint Creek Soap Company and buy some products. They got some really nice products over there. Support a small business, why don't you? You guys are buying everything on Amazon because you're freaking cheap and lazy. Why don't you buy something from Flint Creek Soap Company, you cheap bastards? No, I'm just kidding, but it's good stuff. Sent me some stuff out. Princess J loved it. So anyway, surf on over there and buy something, you turds. We got Christopher Holmesy here. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Hey, bro. Hey, bro, you cut me off back there. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, man. What are you, special needs? He's like, hey. It's like, I was doing a bit with a friend of mine who's Puerto Rican, and he's like, oh man, he's a comedian, and he's like, no, dude, I ain't special needs, I'm Puerto Rican. He's like, he had this really thick accent. He's kind of like a rapper kind of guy. Talked to people. He like just did this bit where like some people thought he was special needs, but he's like, no, I ain't special needs, I'm Puerto Rican. Hilarious. Really one of the fucking Raul, one of the funniest fucking guys I've ever met in my life. Never broke, never had any success. Probably a better dishwasher than a comedian, but yeah, I used to cook. He used to wash dishes. Oh, it was good fun. And we were both trying to do comedy. We were both terrible. Crash and burn. Anyway, guys, hello and welcome. Welcome and hello. The ether between us is here. Richard Vaughn is here. Emilio Aguirre is here. Aguirre. I can't say the ether between us. Lee Armstrong is here. Steven Zunker down in his bunker. Good morning, Steven. Emilio posting angry. I don't know what those are. We are going to break 8. We're going to break 8 today, Tobias. There's too much volume. The chart's telling me we're going to break 8. The fundamentals are telling me we're going to break 8. I don't know that Q2 is going to be amazing, but guidance is going to be incredible. I don't know if people forget that we bought a high-tech mortgage company, Wyndham Capital Mortgage. Home loans, people aren't really thinking about how big that can be. But SoFi has really good members. We're going to be bringing in, if you're going to be refining your student loans and you're, a PhD or somebody making a bunch of money, there's definitely a home loan product for you. I think lending is going to explode again and tech is going to explode at the same time. And it's basically going to, slap the bears in the face with a cold, hard salami. That's the way I see it happening anyway. That's the way I see things playing out in a technical sense. But I am the chart master, guys. Welcome and hello and welcome. It's Un, Poco, Moss. These are the kind of moves SoFi makes. Let's get you a check of the live short interest. They were shorting it pre-market. I don't know what they did. After that, they still have it 17.5, 230 million on the shares borrowed. So not too much change. Yeah, they're returning a few shares today, not that many. On the overview, I just noticed the Swiss National Bank increased their position in SoFi by 20,000 shares. I think they have about a $20 million stake in the company. Galileo launching wire transfer services for fintech. This was roundly mocked by some of the douchebags who were like basically got a complete, credit card boner over that gold card that douchebag from Robinhood launched. It's like, why do wire transfers matter? Nobody with money cares about wire transfers. They care about people with long hair and fancy shoes and, lighting. It's like, dude, these events, you're giving away, 5% on a credit card. You're going to lose a ton of fucking money. It's a dumb business. I don't care that your stock popped on it. You're a loser. Bunch of losers. Anyway, guys, I'm just bitter. Welcome and hello, and welcome. I apologize for my appearance. I apologize for my tone. I apologize for the content. I apologize for the lack of meaningful analysis. I apologize just in general. Lo siento, mea culpa. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, please forgive me. Oh, lo siento, señor. Oh. No, I really don't care. Anyway, guys, I was just tired, wanted to make a video. I gotta go, move my cars for street sweeping. I have way too many cars. Or I used to. I'm getting rid of some of them. Sure. And anyway, guys, welcome and hello, and welcome. So really nothing major to report, but this stock is just running up. The thing is, they can kill these spikes temporarily. They can short a little bit, but remember, the problem is you're coming to the end of a wedge, and you're coming into an ER. So you have multiple technical and fundamental catalysts stacking on top of each other that could lead to a violent move up. And we see these 80% moves, 120% moves, 60% moves. So coming off, the low sixes, if it made one of those 80% moves, and I think it's very plausible, I mean, you're going to see this stock move very quickly into the double digits. And these moves happen in just a few weeks. I mean, and I'm not making this stuff up, guys. As Chris Norland always says, one of my favorite YouTubers who exposes fat, ridiculous pumpers, such as yours truly. But anyway, no, he basically like rails against like Tesla and Elon Musk and all this stuff. But he's a smart guy. I like his channel. Anyway, guys, excuse me. Minor hiccup combined with a minor burp combined with some decaf coffee in my mustache. Oh, it's a calamity. It's a calamity of errors. I hate decaf. What's the point? It's like near beer. Excuse me, guys. Welcome and hello, and welcome. Welcome and hello. Sorry, guys. I didn't know Uncle Bruce is on. I know other people are generally on in the morning, but I just decided to jump on and bother everybody. Shadow Kissed is here. Welcome and hello, Shadow Kissed. Good morning. Hockey Rink is here. Shh, guys. Hockey Rink is sleeping. He's very cold. He's very cold because of the ice. Get out of the way. It's a Zamboni. Get out of the way. Roll. Tuck and roll. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello. Beaver is here. SoFi Green, 7 days now. This is going to be number 8, Beaver. Do you know Oprah's Big Wet Cave, Beaver? Another one of my viewers. Air Force here. Got to bust that move. 822. Bottom of the next. Yeah, it's going to bust through these levels, and then it's going to bust through $9.04, Air Force. Mark my words. It's going into the double digits here. I mean, this is just too good a company, too much execution, too much potential. Nothing is priced in. Options, business banking, increased IPO activity. And LaPointe's telling you Galileo's exploding. It's already there. They're not trying to add those customers. Those customers are there. They're being onboarded. They're being monetized. You could see a huge member growth number Q2, Q3. You don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know when these customers are going to actually come on the books. But if that number jumps like 20 million, 25 million, think about how the share price is going to react. Think about that tech multiple, we've been talking about. So we got Air Force rotating over. Yep, that's right. Air Force is smart. That's why they let them fly them expensive jets. They generally clear them for a flyby, one of those low passes. You see Tom Cruise do. He has those wooden blocks. But anyway, guys, that's really about all I had for you this morning in terms of the SoFi stock. Ticker symbol is SOFI. This thing's moving violently. I'm going to try to come back at you with some more coverage a little bit later on in the day. But stock's just breaking down $8. Very exciting, moving up 18 cents on the day. Still moderate volume, so just massive buying pressure coming in, and the thing's moving up violently. Guys, I got to go to work. A lot of big dog work. Hope everybody has an absolutely wonderful day. Like I said, I think this thing's going to break down $9.04 at least. And the chart's telling me that. The fundamentals are telling me that. Management's confidence is telling me that. And institutions buying in are telling me that. Options are telling me that. basically everything is saying we're looking for a violent move up, and you're seeing that right before your eyes, guys. It's Un Poco Mas. It's the SoFi stock. I want to appreciate, thank Nautilurker, J Money. Want to thank Alberto Bertiales, and thank everybody for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.